So how did you get involved with GrandPower Advocates?
First thing was that I attended the support meetings. I had my boys and I needed help. I realized along the line that I needed emotional support. So I started attending the support meetings. I was not eligible to join Family Service Society of Yonkers because I was too young. Yes, I was too young. But I could attend the support meetings, so I did. And eventually when I reached the age, I joined Family Service Society of Yonkers. And then I was asked to be an advocate. And I said yes. I wanted to be a part of it.
What's that been like, learning how to be an advocate?
It's been rewarding because I've met so many people who are in the same position that I am in. I've met so many people that I could give advice to, give resources to that I normally wouldn't have met because I wouldn't have known of their needs. So being an advocate, being involved with people who have the same kind of needs as myself, who are raising their grandkids, who are raising kids the second time around on a hold, I was able to advocate for people like that. And then it's something that's rewarding. It's something that's fulfilling. It's something that you can share your story so other people know that they're not alone. You know, you and I may have the same, not the exact story, but our stories are similar. We have similarities that we can come on common grounds. We can discuss things. We can be involved with things. Our kids can be involved with things together. So being an advocate has opened those kind of doors for me.
And what does it feel like to find your voice as an advocate, to speak out?
I found that I'm not, say, a person, I can converse with people when I'm comfortable, but I found that being an advocate has brought out something else in me, in that I want my voice to be heard. I want to be heard. I have something to say, so I want the people who will be able to help to listen. So it's, you know, it's something that it makes me, I got goosebumps right now, because it makes me want to speak for those who are not able to speak for themselves.
What are some of the issues you're working on?
Housing has always been a big issue for us. And I've been to legislators' offices in Albany, something that I would not have ordinarily gotten the chance to do if I was not an advocate. And then it makes you realize that there are a lot of people out there with issues, especially that housing issue, because for one, you have some people who they're on a fixed income. There are housing issues that you're not allowed to take your grandkids in, because you may be living in a senior setting. You may be not only because of the fixed income, but the housing is not affordable. And what they're offering you may be in an area that you don't want your grandkids to be living in. So it's always like something that we're advocating for. So it's like really ongoing, and it's a big part for me because I personally don't want to take my grandkids in any area that I think that's going to be harmful to them or so. So it's something that, you know, we are really, really thinking about, especially in Yonkers, because Yonkers has become an area where it's being gentrified. And we are being pushed out of affordable homes. So it's an ongoing issue for me. And I think it's, you know, for most advocates it is, because we get support in other areas, but housing is kind of like out of our control.
And what's been rewarding for you in this work, which is hard work, that takes time, but...
The thing about it is that, say for instance, I'm here now. My voice is being heard. I'm being a person who is looked upon as a representative of my advocates. I'm getting goosebumps again. It's something that it's a feeling. It's a desire to do more. It's being able to advocate, as I said, for those who can't do it for themselves. So it's very rewarding for me seeing somebody say, well, we got this done. Because like, even as an advocate, we went into DSS with certain issues. And like the other day, we had a meeting, a grandpa meeting, Karen was like, DSS really likes what we're saying. If we had not gone in, that voice would not have been heard. Not that they don't know that the need is out there, but then it would not have been a forefront. So stuff like that is rewarding to me, knowing that certain wait lists, like in Yonkers, grandparents are prioritized. Just anything that has put us in the forefront of our needs. Not even our wants, but our needs. So it's rewarding in that sense, where I'm able to be a part of that. It's something greater than me.
Do your grandchildren know that you're involved with GrandPower Advocates?
They know that I'm involved in family service side of Yonkers, but I've never sat down with them and talk about the advocacy part of it or anything like that. But they just know that I'm involved and I go out and I do certain things, but I don't think they are aware of the extent of, what the GrandPower Advocates do.
Yeah. What gives you hope for the future?
At present, Family Service Society of Yonkers are involved in 2 counties, Rockland and Westchester. I wish to see an expansion, because I'm sure there are other grandparents in other counties, in other parts of New York, who are in need of the services that are provided by them. Mm-hmm. So, an expansion would be so great, because sometimes people have information, they don't share it, and sometimes people don't know what are out there. And sometimes it's not offered in the area that they live. So an expansion would be great,
And this last question, can you tell us a story where you felt particularly inspired or hopeful in doing this work and speaking up?
Okay. About 3 or 4 years ago, I got the opportunity to go to Albany. And we went from one legislator office to the next, to the next, the next. We walked all day. It was Kayla, myself, and Migdalia. And we went from office to office to office. We spoke to them, we left cards, and it was a long day, but it was rewarding in that when we came back, and after all the budgets and everything, we found out that we got funding, and the cut that we thought was going to be so huge, it was not. And Shelley Mayers, she came down to our office and she spoke to us that us coming there made a difference. And, just everything that was involved in that was just so awesome. Because if I was not a GrandPower advocate, I would not have been able to just go up there and speak like that. And we got that opportunity and we got the funding. And that was just like really, really something that made me feel real good.
That's so inspiring.
Yes, it made me feel real good. We walked the whole day, but we were, it was rewarding. It really was. And I felt good. And that's why, even though that happened like 3-4 years ago, I'm still a part of it, because areas like that, it needs the attention. It needs us. Our voices need to be heard, because we are grandparents who are keeping these kids out of foster care. We're keeping them out of the system. And whatever help we can get, it's appreciated.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for all you do. And congratulations
Thank you
on the
too.
wins.
Thank you. It's rewarding. It is really rewarding.